What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to address one thing. We are going to address how the lawmakers are pushing to make sure there is some type of provision in the upcoming infrastructure bill to ensure that the wealthiest individuals in our country are paying their fair share in taxes. This means people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos will be paying billions of dollars into the system in order to make sure that the lowest income earners have what they need, and this bill is fully funded. Here's what I can tell you. Right now, Senator Bernie Sanders, he's been fighting to make sure that the wealthier individuals in our country are going to pay their fair share in taxes. He's tired of them and large corporations getting away with not paying taxes, paying $0 in taxes because they found a loophole or a way to get around this because of the tax code. Well, he is pushing and he's pretty much poking the bear, and that is Elon Musk. Elon Musk actually is fighting back, and I want to break down what Elon Musk said today in pretty much a response as to what Bernie Sanders said just the other day. Also, at the end of this video, I want to address Tesla stock because I know a lot of people are asking, what is going to happen with the stock market? Well, I can tell you with almost 100% certainty what's going to happen with Tesla stock tomorrow morning. So I will break that down in just a minute. First, let me know your thoughts on this. Instead of making 2 videos a day, okay, I do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Instead of doing 2 videos a day that are 15 to 20 minutes long, let me know what you think of this, but I'm considering splitting those videos up, doing potentially 3 to 4, titling the videos very specific to what I'm talking about, so that if you want to come in and you're only interested in stuff on Social Security or what's going on in the economy or investments or the infrastructure bills, right? Then you can go to that specific video as opposed to watching both videos every single day to get a full and complete update. So let me know your thoughts on that because I'm considering to do both ways. I would do either one. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing what the majority of you guys actually want. So again, thank you guys for always watching. Thank you for always hitting that like button as well. It really does help out the channel. But here we go. Let's talk about what's going on. For months now, Senator Bernie Sanders has wanted the wealthiest individuals of our country to pay their fair share in taxes and to fund or help fund the infrastructure bill. He wants to ensure that lower income earners do not have to pay any more in taxes and they're not being hurt because of rising costs. A rising cost would be an increase in taxes. Well, that rising cost, according to many Democrats and Senator Bernie Sanders, should be pushed off onto the billionaires of our country. He wants to ensure that large corporations are not getting by without paying their fair share in taxes, and he says they will finally pay. He says with Democrats in power, they will put this on the floor, they will get this through. Well, the tough part is, will we see Senator Joe Manchin actually accept this? Will he vote for this? We already know, according to many, Senator Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema don't like the idea of only taxing billionaires. They don't like that idea. According to Nancy Pelosi, she didn't like the idea of millionaires paying, increased taxes as well, because guess what? Her and her husband are worth over $100 million. Yes, the Speaker of the House, the number 3 in command, is worth over $100 billion. So we'll see what happens there. Well, here's what I can tell you. Elon Musk decided he was going to put out a Twitter poll last week, and he asked Twitter, should I sell 10% of my shares in Tesla in order to pay taxes, in order to pay the capital gains tax, or what would actually be unrealized capital gains at this point. Lawmakers have been pushing. Billionaires need to pay more. Well, he said, how can I pay more? I'm going to have to sell my shares in Tesla because I don't get a salary, I don't get bonuses. Well, he decided to sell. The Twitter poll came back and it actually said 58% of people wanted to see him sell. Honestly, just to give you an idea where I come from, if he sells and the stock comes down, guess what? I'm not worried. I think Tesla is undervalued, even at $1,000, which it is right now. I think it's $1,030, but I think it's still undervalued. I think over the next few years, it's going to be well over 1,500, possibly into the 2s, or it could split again. So for me, if Tesla stock comes down, I'm just going to keep buying in. Okay, when it gets under 1,000, I'll buy a little bit. If it gets under 900, I'm going to buy quite a bit more. If we're to get into 700s and 800s, I'm definitely going to be jumping in there. But here's what I can tell you. He sold more stock on Friday as well. he actually sold another 1.2 million shares at an average price of $1,030 a share. So he offloaded so far in the past couple weeks, offloaded about $6.4 billion worth of shares. He's going to have to pay a very good amount of money towards taxes. Again, here's what you need to understand. He's going to have to pay long-term capital gains tax. That's 20%. So he's going to be paying billions of dollars, but again, that's not enough. That is not enough to lawmakers that he needs to pay more. Well, here's where things start getting really interesting. This haul got a lot of speculation from lawmakers. They started to take notice of what Elon Musk was doing, mainly Senator Bernie Sanders. And yesterday he said, and I quote, "We must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share, period." Well, Elon Musk responded with, "I keep forgetting you're still alive." And then he came back and said more, and he said, "Want me to sell more stock, Bernie? Just say the word." So, here's what I expect. Tomorrow morning when the stock market opens, I would anticipate Tesla stock to be down. My guess is they will be down into the 900s. I expect they will have a red day tomorrow, and most likely the rest of the EV sector will be up. That's my expectation. But here's my other expectation. We haven't heard from the second richest person in the world, or here in the United States, who's Jeff Bezos. Haven't heard from him. Wonder why, right? So here's my expectation. When it comes to the wealthiest individuals of our country, there is most likely going to be something in this bill that's going to make sure that they pay a certain amount in taxes. Are we going to see anything for unrealized capital gains? I highly doubt it. Here's the reason why. And when you factor in the amount of money people have in unrealized capital gains in stocks and real estate, well, for one, you can figure out the value of a stock at any given time. It's very difficult, and you almost have to put this on to the appraiser, but it's very difficult to determine how much a property is worth. And have, let's say you have 10 different appraisers, each one is going to have a different number. Okay, chances are probably 2 to 3 of them will actually agree on the same number. The majority of them are going to have a different number. That's a problem. You can't do unrealized capital gains on real estate. Or how can you do that on businesses, right? On the value of a business? All that's going to happen is billionaires and multimillionaires are going to figure out a way to get around this. We've already seen it. So we'll see what happens there. But what I can tell you is we are going to see a fight. And all Senator Bernie Sanders and Elon Musk are doing right now is gearing up for a big, big fight. And maybe it's not between themselves, but between lawmakers and wealthier individuals as to who's going to pay. Who's going to pay for this roughly $1.75 trillion infrastructure bill that is going to have a very small amount of stimulus in it, because it still has those $250 per month and $300 per month child tax credit payments that will go on for one more year. So there's a lot of stuff here, but one thing I can tell you is lawmakers are not done fighting. They're going to figure out a way to get more of what they want back into the bill. We do know Senator Joe Manchin is going to push to see this actually push back into 2022. According to reports this morning, Senator Kyrsten Sinema says that she would accept the bill and she would vote for the bill today. However, we are still waiting on more moderates, because the moderates in the House want to see the full CBO score. As of right now, we still don't even have the fiscal information, so there's still a little bit of a ways to wait. So as we get more information there, I promise I'll fill you in on that. I will do another update later on today to address some of the stuff that's happened over the weekend, but I just wanted to fill you in on this. I wanted to also ask you, do you like shorter videos or do you like longer videos? Again, I'm okay with either doing either one, whether it's longer, shorter. I will make it work, because I want to make sure that you guys are happy with the content that I am putting out. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in just a little bit. Consider subscribing if you want to stay updated on everything that's going on. And again, see you on the next